Dear class of 2025, a warm welcome to the Yale-NUS community. Since 2014, when our first batch of students entered the college, then housed within RC4 in Utown, first-year assembly has become a tradition for us to formally welcome our first-year students to Yale-NUS. Today, amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, the first-year assembly has gone online. Some of you are here on our very own campus, others are at home. Regardless of where you are watching from, I hope that you will be able to find comfort in knowing that in these challenging times, you are now part of a new community which is here to support you. When Yale-NUS College was launched in 2011, the founding faculty, staff, and members of our governing board participated in discussions that led to the formulation of the vision for the college. A community of learning founded by two great universities in Asia for the world. A community does not happen by chance. It is built and sustained by constant and conscious daily actions from all its members. Only then does the community hold meaning for those within it, when everyone is bound together by a sense of trust, belonging, and care for one another. A diverse group of students, faculty, and staff make up our community. That is our student core, comprising yourselves and other students. You give life to the college and become each other's pillars of support and encouragement. Teaching faculty work hard to provide a rigorous and enriching educational and intellectual environment to deliver a high-quality curriculum and learning experience for all of you. Together with our staff members, they strive to ensure that your wellness, academic, and other needs are met to the fullest. A dedicated team of staff members work tirelessly behind the scenes, sometimes 7 days a week, to ensure that the college functions efficiently and sustainably. Over the next 4 years, you will immerse yourself in this community that the faculty, staff, and students before you have built together. As you experience the opportunities that college life brings, I urge you to better yourself in all ways possible. Care for and continue to build this community like those before you did. We weaken our community when we fail to appreciate what each group brings to the college and when we do not do our part in continuing to build and uphold this community. What gives our community its strength are our shared beliefs. That is the secret sauce that binds us all together. I first revealed a set of college values at the beginning of the last academic year: transformation, exploration, respect, inclusivity, and care. This value did not just appear out of thin air, but rather took over 2 years of self-reflection and consultation from students, faculty, and staff to codify a set of beliefs that guides how the college behaves and functions. It is only by being rooted in these foundational beliefs that you'll be able to go on and impact the wider community. As a community, we aim to provide each and every one of you with a transformative experience by encouraging habits of mind and character. I believe you will be transformed by the experiences and knowledge you will acquire, gaining diverse perspectives and growing in a multitude of ways. Through this, we transform and explore. At the same time, in a small college like ours, you will live and learn in close proximity with your peers. You will also interact with faculty and staff members as well as extended members of this family, like our security guards, cleaners, and dining hall staff, all of whom work very hard to make Yale-NUS a home for us. Different people may lead you to challenge the way you think or do things. Keep an open mind and embrace the diversity of views and experiences as well as opportunities that this will bring. That is how we can show care and respect for one another, whilst also working together to build an inclusive community. Over the next 4 years, as you journey through college, remember to be thankful. Be thankful for the communities that have shaped you into what you are today, your families, neighborhood, school, town, city, and more. They have been an integral part of your various endeavors so far. Be thankful for the college community you're about to join, one that I hope will become as special and dear to you as those of which you are already a part. I look forward to seeing you build upon what we have, and I'm sure you will help make Yale-NUS the best that it can be. Once again, class of 2025, welcome to the Yale-NUS family.
Dear class of 2025, welcome to this new and hopefully wonderful phase of your life and to our community of learning. It is my sincere wish that you will remember this phase of life as one of blossoming, happiness, and growth. Starting university might feel daunting, but in many respects, it's like starting to farm when you do not know anything about it. While I was trying to educate myself about farming in preparation for my first year assembly speech, since your orientation team is taking root, I found the following advice by Tom Bottoms, now a farmer in Davis, California. He said, number 1, learn the science, but also talk to as many farmers as possible. Number 2, build trust-based relationship with some farmers that inspire you. Number 3, enjoy the operations. Number 4, be patient. Number 5, question everything. Number 6, listen. Number 7, start taking action where you are with what you have. It turns out that being a student at Yale-NUS has a lot in common with being a farmer, or at least it seems. Let me explain. Let's start with point number 1, learn the science. Learn the science, embracing all the possibility of learning that only a liberal arts and science college provides, from classes in humanities, social sciences, and science, some with a name or a focus that would have never occurred to you. But learning the science in the 21st century doesn't mean sitting alone in your room in front of your computer and breaking your head without asking for help. Learning is about confronting your idea with those who think differently from you and had different experiences than you. It's about chatting, debating, and disagreeing. It's about asking a friend for help. Learning is about planting a lot of seeds, observe them carefully, and care for them reliably. It's about going out there in public transport, squares, parks, and beaches, and understanding how what you read about or learned about in the classroom connects to everyday life. It's talking to normal people, the farmers, and with their humility, simplicity, and hard work, give meaning to what we learn in our classrooms. Point number 2, build trust-based relationships with some farmers that inspire you. College is about building trust-based relationships with people that will possibly remain friends, mentors, or sources of inspiration for the rest of your life. People that will console you in difficult days, make you laugh, and make all the difference in the way you will experience this new phase. Look for this relationship among your peers, but also reach out to the staff of the residential colleges, the Dean of Student Office, SIPE, the Counseling Center, and us, faculty. We all want the best for you. Point number 3, enjoy the operation. Enjoy being a student, enjoy taking care of the seeds you've planted, and look for new ones to try. Process is as important as outcomes. I know students are really worried about grades. Let a bit of that worry go. Worry about being in the operation with love for what you're learning, with passion, with care for what you have planted. And if you don't have a passion yet, explore. Exploration is part of what liberal arts education is like, even if getting out of your comfort zone is difficult and could lead to what you perceive as failing. It's not failing, it's exploring. And excuse my very Italian way of thinking about this, but college life is about working hard and playing hard. Take time to play hard too. Your happiness and mental health will really benefit. And ultimately, you will also be a better student and person. Point number 4, be patient. Be patient with yourself and others. We live in a time of immediate gratification, but learning is not always fast. Putting different parts of yourself back together after you unlearn is not easy. And adjusting to college life and the way we engage with learning at Yale-NUS takes time. Continue working hard and doing things with love. It will bear fruits. Point number 5, question everything. Ask questions to better understand and to challenge your own assumptions. Ask yourself why. And once you know the answer to that, ask yourself why again. Then repeat. As Ricardo Cardozo, one of my faculty colleagues, says to his students, if you normally don't speak much or ask a question in front of others, push yourself to try and ask. It will become easier with time. Point number 6, listen, and I would add, be teachable. Listen with respect. Give your friends and colleagues the gift of your full presence, with your whole body engaged in listening, seeing, and just being. Listening is about understanding what others are saying, not about judging whether they're right or wrong. It's about engaging with their viewpoints, really embracing their reality and lived experience. It's fitting other people's shoes. If you normally find yourself speaking more than others, speak less and work on your listening skills. Leave space for others to participate. Point number 7, start taking action where you are with what you have. The world we're living in requires urgent action from all of us, and especially from talented young people like you, who will become tomorrow's leader. Action to get out of the pandemic and address the climate crisis, to eliminate injustices and racism, poverty and inequality, to make this world a better place. You may feel with little knowledge or experience, or that you cannot make a difference, but yes, you can. Yes, you can. Start small and start near, and make roots by engaging with the college community, communities around the city, and communities around the world. Dream big. You're not here to get a good education, a good job, and some financial stability. You're here to make this world a better place. Believe in it. Welcome to Yale-NUS College.
Hi first years, I'm Denyse, a sophomore and the president of the student government, also known as StuGov. I'm really excited to be welcoming all of you to our community this year. I remember being in your position just last year as I first stepped foot into Yale-NUS amidst a global pandemic. At that time, I was watching the first year assembly video with my orientation group leaders, at residential college advisors where many thoughts and mixed emotions had struck me. I felt so surreal that I was about to embark on a new chapter in my life at Yale-NUS. I was filled with the excitement of what was to come, especially after having gone through a fantastic orientation program that was only made possible through the hard work of the orientation committee and the Dean of Students office. While I was raring to go, there was also much uncertainty for what was to come. Navigating your first steps into college can be so thrilling, but also so overwhelming. Dealing with the global pandemic, transitioning, living away from your family for both locals and internationals alike, and being surrounded by so many outstanding individuals. There's probably even someone among you who have already contributed to a research publication. Well, in our journey through college, the greatest cheerleader can be ourselves, but the greatest adversary can also be ourselves. Self-doubt will inevitably creep in. Am I good enough? How do I make sure that I make the most out of my Yale-NUS experience? And do I belong in Yale-NUS? I can assure you that every single one of you are here because you deserve to be. And despite the circumstances of a global pandemic, you were guided by your aspirations, your dreams, and you never gave up. You've learned to adapt, persevere, and now here you are. Take a moment to let that sink in. Now, each and every single one of you brings your own set of experiences, perspectives, and backgrounds that make you unique. Stay rooted in that. Remember that you did not leave your home communities and your cultures behind when you became a part of the Yale-NUS community. You bring them with you, and I highly encourage you to share them with the diverse community here. At Yale-NUS, there are also tons of opportunities, resources, and support systems. You can pursue your academic interests, pick up a new sport, or explore a career development opportunity at the Center of International and Professional Experience, also known as CIPE, both locally and abroad. Or you can even become a barista at Brewhouse. The possibilities are endless. As you explore these opportunities and get to know a little bit more about yourself, remember to also take care of your mental health. Know that you are never alone on this journey, and there are many support networks for you to count on. Our committed academic peer tutors are here to support you in your studies, your lovely RCAs for your campus or life advice, and dedicated peer support groups like PS We Care and the Counseling Center. Student government has also got your back. We support and work together with various student organizations and the student body to support initiatives like the Interfaculty Games. We also advocate for student interests by working together with staff and faculty for policy changes, such as summer housing or gender-neutral suites. StuGov also represents your views while engaging with external groups like other institutes of higher learning in the inter-uni dialogue or even governmental white papers. The many student organizations here contribute significantly to the life of Yale-NUS. You can join an identity collective, a performance art, or maybe just start your own student organization. And because it's just so accessible to do so, you'll constantly find campus life filled with the creativity and innovation from the community. The community comes together to organize different kinds of events, and you'll soon notice the many posters that will pop up in your lives throughout the semester. I would like to share something with you. Before this summer break, Chandana Tower A had to go into a quarantine because of a COVID-19 case. It came as a shock to the community as it happened during our examinations and assignment submission week. There was much anxiety and stress among the students. At that moment, my team and I had to come together to work with the faculty and staff to make necessary arrangements for academic accommodations, mental wellness support, and ensure effective communication to the community. It just seems so daunting at first, especially for me, being one of those that got affected by the leave of absence notice. However, the support of my suite mates and my StuGov team and the various encouragement and offers to help from the community pressed us on. The committee even came together to create a mutual aid fund for those in Chandana, and residents from other RCs offered to do grocery or food runs for those who could not leave their residences. The Dean of Students and staff worked so tirelessly through the night just to ensure that they were doing their best to support the community in dire times like this. The community's collective care, support, and resilience is a feeling that I have closely etched to my heart when I think about how blessed I am to be surrounded by the community. You experience the spirit of the community not only in dire situations, you also experience it in the everyday moments of life here at Yale-NUS. It is the shared moments with others that add the color and spice to your journey. It could be coming home to your suite mates cracking jokes and laughing loudly in the common area, very long late nights with your friends just to meet your assignment deadlines, but also just ending up sharing about your dreams and goals in life. Or it could also be just chilling at the Buttery with your orientation group leaders and your RCAs playing board games. These are the moments that you will remember too. So as you take your route and plant your seed here at Yale-NUS, learn to trust the process and keep an open mind. Share your knowledge, skills, and keep challenging yourself and your peers. Remember, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Water your seeds alongside each other and watch your efforts bear fruit. Once again, my heartiest congratulations to our newly admitted Kingfishers. Welcome home, take root, keep growing, and above all, have fun!
Welcome, class of 2025, to Yale-NUS College and to Saga Residential College, your home for the next 4 years. My name is Khoo Hoon. I am a life sciences professor and rector of Saga College. You can address me as Rector Khoo, which is my rector in Malay. And yes, I am originally from Malaysia and read and speak Malay. I live in Tower A with my spouse, Paul Eisenberg, a retired businessman. As rector, I work with the residential fellows who live in Saga to oversee and nurture the cultural and intellectual life of our college. Allow me to tell you about Saga. While the word saga means a narrative or legend of heroic exploits, it is also the name of a beautiful small red seed which grows into a tall tree which then produces many more red seeds. In ancient times, Indian goldsmiths used the seed as a measurement for gold. In Singapore and other parts of Southeast Asia, Children play with the seeds, and adults have used them as beads to make jewelry, lace, and even rosaries. I see you're joining us at Yale-NUS as planting a seed. Our faculty and staff will work to nurture you so that you can grow into a tall tree, which can then produce more seeds. We welcome you into a family that will live, learn, and grow together. The Saga community comprises the students, faculty who are associated with the college, the residential fellows who live in the college with their families, the administrative and facility staff who work in and for the college. As you spend time in Saga, you will get to know these different members of our community. When we can return to a normal residential life again, many of the faculty may join you for lunch at the dining hall. Do say hello whenever you can and introduce yourself. The Saga College office is managed by Huizi and Saida. Without them, there would be no Saga office. Huizi has been working at Yale-NUS since July 2014. She thinks this is a great environment with its opportunities to grow and adapt. Saida, meaning fortunate in Arabic, is completing her third year working at Yale-NUS. As you start your first year at Yale-NUS, she will also be starting her part-time BSc degree in business. Do get to know Huizi and Saida as soon as you can. Assistant Dean or AD, Paul, is originally from Canada, and his academic specialization is in philosophy and religious studies. His spouse, Dr. Wong, is a plant molecular biologist researcher at NUS. Residential Life Officer Dinyse graduated from Yale-NUS in history and has a master's in public policy from NUS. He organizes fun events for all Saga students, lends a listening ear to those who need assistance, and helps build a vibrant Saga College experience for all students. His partner, Jane, a Yale-NUS alumnus, works as a writer at Mothership. Our second RLO is Gabriel Tang. She has interests in book hunting, reading, traveling, culture sharing, and kayaking. There are 3 residential fellows. Professor Hoi Shan is Assistant Professor of Psychology. Larry Yipil is a resident writer, poet, and essayist exploring the intersections of history and photography. The third residential fellow is Assistant Professor of Physical Sciences, Zhuang Bilin. This past year has been a challenging one for all of us, as we have had to adjust to the new normal of masks and social distancing. It has been a long year, but with vaccinations available, perhaps we will be able to get to a more normal by the latter part of 2021. In the meantime, we will continue to be resilient. Remember that life need not always be lived at the speed of light, but rather at a speed where we can still pause and smell the pandan and appreciate the wildlife comprising iguanas, birds, fish, the occasional python, and wild chickens around our campus, even as we fulfill our academic responsibilities. The transition you are about to make as you join Yale-NUS College is into a world quite unlike any other. The phrase community of learning sounds good, but it also has substance. We are a community and not merely folks living adjacent to one another, because we are animated by a common purpose: to engage collaboratively in active inquiry into truth and beauty, into the world and how we live in it, how we could live, how we should live. At Yale-NUS, we come from more than 60 nations. Each of our nations has its own challenges. Overall, however, I know that all of you came to Yale-NUS because you want to make the world a better place. Allow me to quote these 3 lines at the end of the US presidential inauguration poem, "The Hill We Climb," by Youth Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman. "For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." As you start on your journey at Yale-NUS and in Saga College, my wish for you is that there will always be light for you to see and to be. Selamat datang ke Saga College, your home at Yale-NUS, where there will be many opportunities for reflection and developing your passion in your academic, intellectual, and social life.